Over the next 3 days, we are doing a DIY Mexican street food tour.
We're in Oaxaca, which many people consider to be the food capital of Mexico. We thought, what better way to see the city than to do a food tour?
So we've made a list. Hang on, 1 second. We've drawn up a list of 10 different Mexican foods, including a good mix of sweet, savoury, and a couple of drinks.
You won't find any tacos on this list because we wanted to try cuisine that was particular to this area of Oaxaca, as well as food that's consumed throughout Mexico.
Plus, we've already tried tacos like a billion times on this vlog, so if you want to see us eat some amazing tacos, watch our Mexico City video.
Also, I have no idea how Izzy has convinced me to do this, but you may have noticed that the 10th item on our list says surprise. She is the only one who knows what it is we're trying, and I'm really scared it's going to be something super weird.
I knew that the only way I'd get Dale to try something really weird is if I put it on the list as a surprise item. So, if you want to see him try something that, let's just say, is Mexico's version of popcorn, but very much not suitable for vegetarians, stay to the end of the video.
We've come to Mercado 20 de Noviembre, which is one of 2 of the most famous markets in central Oaxaca. It's a large indoor warehouse which is dedicated entirely to street food, which is perfect.
We've come to this place because it had all Mexican people eating at it, and we figured the locals probably know where's good. So our first item of the day.
Hang on. Swap. Oh, that's really bad.
So the first thing on our list looks amazing. It's called tlayudas, and it's been described to us as basically Mexican pizza. Instead of pizza dough, the base is a large crispy tortilla covered in beans and lard, and then toppings. Typically there's a stringy kind of Oaxaca cheese, which is called quesillo. Apparently it's really good, so I'm really excited to try it. Looks like we've got beef, avocado and salad on ours. I'm not really sure how to eat it. Do I just tear it?
Well, I wouldn't suggest putting the whole thing in your mouth. I'm going to give Izzy a minute to finish her mouthful before she tells you how good it is by doing an impression of her.
It is really good though, and I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten anything today and it's 4 o'clock. I was going to have breakfast, but we only have Cocoa Pops and I don't like cereal. Anyway, that's beside the point. This is a much better breakfast / lunch. It's really good, and it's right up my street because it has 101 ingredients as toppings. Would you like some?
Absolutely. Gracias. Gracias. We've taken a walk around the market whilst we let our first bit of food go down, but now I'm definitely ready to eat something again.
Mercado 20 de Noviembre has a pretty unique place called the Carne Astor hall. Essentially, that's a big hall full of meat, and all of these different vendors sell loads of different cuts of meat. You go up to them, tell them what you want, and they cook it for you on the spot.
So the way that this place works is you order your meat from one of the vendors, and then other vendors come round and offer you things like salad and tortillas, like this lady just here, and you get them all separately. What we've basically ordered is a portion of beef meat and some chorizo. They come with tortillas, and then salad-wise we've got some lettuce, tomatoes, peppers, and then a traditional red spicy sauce. Oh wow, straight off the bat, the meat is cooked absolutely perfectly. It melts in your mouth. The nice cold salad goes with it really well. Then the sauce gives it a really nice kick. I had a feeling that I was going to really enjoy this part of the food tour, but this is even better than I expected.
I'm suddenly very hungry again, so we're going to demolish this feast. Ooh, chorizo. So the first sweet thing on our list is pan dulce, or dolce. Anyway, it's the first one that's given us a little bit of trouble. See, it translates to sweet bread, and there seem to be quite a lot of different options. We're not sure which is the most kind of traditional one, so we've gone for two. Hopefully one of these is right, and hopefully they both taste good. We do know that they go really well with hot chocolate, so we've got 2 large mugs of hot chocolate to dip them in. They put cinnamon in their hot chocolate here, and it's a lot more chocolatey and less sugary than the ones I'm used to back home. It's much nicer. Ah!
Well, that did not go to plan.
It's a lot more crumbly than I thought it was going to be. The two go really well together. I'm not quite sure what this tastes like because the taste of the chocolate is quite overpowering. Just give me a second. So as far as I can tell, this is like a semi-sweet bread. There's definitely sugar in it, but it's not as sweet as cake. It's quite light. And dipping it in the chocolate makes it a lot more sweet and turns it into more like a dessert. Whereas at the moment it's kind of in between. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it by itself, but with the chocolate, it's an amazing combination.
Oh yeah. That did not go to plan either.
That one's very crumbly.
It's on the verge of being sweet. It's definitely still got a more savoury taste to it, but it is actually really nice. Gracias. We are both so full we can't possibly eat any more today, but don't switch us off just yet. Tomorrow we've got so much more food to try at another amazing market.
It's day 2 and we're both ready for some more yummy Mexican street food. Today we're heading over to the other of the 2 most popular markets here in central Oaxaca, and funnily enough, this one is only a 5-minute walk away from the last one.
Mercado Benito Juarez is actually named after Mexico's first indigenous president. Just like the first market, it's inside a warehouse, but this time around there's more than just food. The market contains all sorts, but textiles, woodwork and pottery are especially abundant because a lot of the villages in the surrounding area specialise in making things like clothes, wood carvings and crockery.
It also contains lots of street food, which is perfect for us.
So because I'm an adult now, I get to choose whether or not I have dessert before or after dinner. Today, I'm having it before. The first item that we're trying today is called nieve. It's an ice cream that's hand churned in wood and mixed with water, so it's more similar to a sorbet than an actual ice cream. There's loads of different flavours that you can get. If you watched our Mexico City video, you'll know that cajeta is one of my new favourite things, so that's the flavour I've gone for. So cajeta is really similar to caramel, and I'll be completely honest, the flavour of it is not coming through as strongly as I was expecting. I thought it would be much more of an intense flavour. It's still really nice and it's quite refreshing because of how light and liquidy it is. But personally, I would have preferred a stronger and sweeter flavour.
My mango and chili nieve has almost melted, so I'm going to try it really quickly. And I'm going to be brave and go for a big chunk of chili sauce. That's not actually as spicy as I thought it was going to be, but the chili and the mango go really well together. And I'm getting quite a strong mango flavour, so I'm happy.
Yes.
We completely forgot to tick the food items off the list yesterday, so now we've got 4 to tick off, I think. Just 6 more to go.
We can't find any of the other items on our list that we're looking for inside this market, but there are loads of street food vendors outside, so we're hitting the streets.
Hitting the streets.
We wandered around for a while, but it seemed that most of the street vendors pack up in the early evening, so we didn't manage to find any other items on our list. We felt quite discouraged, so we decided to go home, but today we're feeling a lot more positive about finding the food, and once again, we're hitting the streets.
Hitting the streets. After a bit of research last night, we found a market called Mercado de la Merced, which apparently is a lot more local, so hopefully it will have some of the traditional food that we're looking for.
Uno o dos.
Uno. Sí, gracias.
Gracias.
Our luck has changed. Immediately on entering the market, we found somewhere that does mole negro, which is one of the items that I've been most looking forward to on our list, because the sauce is supposed to be super unique.
So the sauce is made from chili peppers, tomatoes, spices, and a few other ingredients, depending on the type of mole. The one that we've gone for is mole negro, which is made with chocolate, because it's supposed to be the most traditional.
Gracias. Look at the colour of that sauce. I can see why it's called mole negro, because it is so dark. It looks incredibly rich, and I've got it with beef and rice. That is so rich, and you can really taste the chocolate in the chilies, but it's not sweet. It's like a pure kind of dark, chocolatey, 100% cocoa kind of flavour, with some chilies and definitely some herbs in there as well. I must admit, I was really sceptical about chocolate inside a sauce like this, because I consider chocolate to be sweet, but this is great.
They also gave us tortillas.
Did you get a bone?
And a bone. I see what you mean about the sauce though. It's a lot richer than I was expecting. It's good though. I like it. Gracias. Adiós.
¿Tamales de mole? Uno normal.
Uno. Our luck continues. Literally opposite the place we were just at, we found somewhere that does tamales, which is a dough made from corn, steamed either in a corn husk or in a banana leaf. We're not quite sure what the filling we're getting is, because our Spanish is terrible, but hopefully it will be good. Normally it's either meat or vegetables, or sometimes fruit, so I'm hoping for savoury.
Whoa! Gracias. That is so much bigger than I thought. Are you supposed to eat the banana leaf?
I don't know.
I'll be completely honest, I have absolutely no idea what I'm eating. The sauce is really similar to the one that we got with the mole negro a few minutes ago, but it's definitely a lot more spicy. The stuff that it's covering, however, I'm not really sure what it is. What is it?
I'm pretty sure this bit is the corn dough that we spoke about. But as to the rest of it, no idea. This is the most confusing dish I've ever eaten. Tastes good though, so I'm going to eat more.
I'll be completely honest, out of the two of us, Izzy definitely has the stronger palate, so I was really hoping that she was going to know what it was. If she doesn't know, we have no chance. Gracias.
The market's closing now, so we're leaving. To be honest, I'm getting a little bit worried that we're not going to find the other 4 items on our list, but we'll do our best.
I'll be quite grateful to have a gap between the last dish and the next one that we have. The first 2 are definitely quite large, and I'm starting to get a little bit full.
You can probably tell by the fact that I'm wearing a different top. Today is our 4th day of doing this food tour. We had really hoped to find all the food in 3 days, but Honestly, hitting the streets has not worked out how we planned, but we've not managed to finish a food tour on this channel yet, and we are determined to finally tick off all the items on our list. So today is a new day, and once more we are hitting the streets.
Hitting the streets.
Also, just like yesterday, our luck is much better earlier in the day rather than later, because there just seems to be a lot more street food vendors around. We found one of our items within minutes of leaving our front door. This is the jete, a traditional Oaxacan drink made from maize, fermented cocoa beans, cocoa flour and fruit pits. There's a really thick foam on top, but I've been told that apparently the bigger the foam, the better the drink. So, bottoms up. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look very appealing, but apparently it tastes great, so I'm gonna give it a try. That tastes like chocolate. I am so surprised. It looks like mud, but it really tastes like a cold chocolate milk made with water though instead of milk, but also with a slight kind of almost aniseedy flavour. That is super unique, super chocolatey, and really nice.
It does taste like chocolate. Got a moustache. Right next to the place where we got the jete is another place selling one of the items on our list. It's called Emmamelas, although what she's making here isn't Emmamelas, it's a... What's she making?
Empanadas.
Empanadas. Gracias. So Emmamelas are essentially fried maize cakes that you can get with different toppings. We've gone for queso, which is cheese, and then a bean curd, and I've also just been handed this bottle, which I'm not quite sure what it is, but I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit spicy. A spicy caliente. Oh, muy caliente. More spicy than I was expecting. But that's really good. It's really, really simple. There's not a lot to it. It's one of those foods that you can eat very quickly if you're on the go in Oaxaca. So it's really spicy. The mix of the cheese and the spice and the bread, it's very hearty and it's actually really nice. I quite like this. This has been one of my favourites we've had.
It's so good that we're getting one more. Hola, señorita. Uno más, por favor. Gracias. I spoke Spanish very badly, but I'm learning.
You did a good job, proud of you.
Okay, maybe we got a third one, but the next item is alcohol, so we have to line our stomachs. Okay. My change fell in the water bowl.
Adios. Gracias. Now that we're down to the last two items on our list, it's just reminded me that the surprise item is coming very shortly, and I'm getting a little bit nervous because I have absolutely no idea about what it is he is going to make me eat.
The second last item on our list is Mezcal, so what better place to come than a Mezcaleria? Besides, you're going to need some Dutch courage before the surprise item.
Fish is endemic to Oaxaca, only grown in the south of Oaxaca. No, it's peculiar because grown like a tree.
So for those of you who don't know, Mezcal is a spirit made from the agave plant. Similar to tequila actually, although tequila is made from a particular agave plant and Mezcal is made from a variety of them, so there are many different types. And I'm pretty sure it's the most traditional kind of spirit that you can get in Mexico. I was expecting that to burn like tequila, but it goes down really smoothly. Very herbal as well. It's almost like drinking Jaeger actually, but much nicer.
And some fruits like orange, limes, banana, mole.
The one I'm trying is a lot more fruity and apparently is drank on the Day of the Dead. Okay, it's definitely a lot more fruity, but it's also a lot stronger than the last one. That burned a little. So the time has finally come for whatever this surprise item is.
I'm really excited about it.
I'm really not.
Oh wait, I have to eat it as well.
That's true actually, you do.
Okay, are you ready to know what it is?
Go on.
So it's a traditional snack item eaten here in Oaxaca at things like festivals and concerts. It's called Chapulin.
Okay.
Do you all know what that translates to in English?
Yeah, go on.
Crickets. You're gonna eat bugs.
Ah, is it bugs?
It's crickets.
Okay. I'll be completely honest, there was two things that I was really worried about what this item was going to be. It was either going to be some sort of animal's genitalia or some sort of bug.
And I'm going to get a nice pair of pennies.
I'll be honest, I'm actually glad it's the bug.
Really?
Yeah.
You wanna try?
Well, I think I haven't got a choice. Okay guys, I'm going to be completely honest, you're not going to get an in-depth description of how these are made or what they taste like. I'm just going to try and get through this. 1, 2, 3. So weird. That's such a weird taste. I'll be completely honest with you, the main thing that I'm getting taste-wise is chili. It's really spicy. In terms of the texture, it's just quite crunchy. There's not really any like squidgy bit to it. I was really scared there was going to be a squidgy, juicy bit, but there's not. It's almost like it's hollow.
The two women running the cricket stall are laughing at us. It's a very normal snack here, but they're really finding it funny that we think it's weird. Since they all tried the crickets, we bought a bag. Obviously I need to try them now. Why did you say it wasn't squishy? It's squishy inside.
Mine wasn't squishy.
It's squishy. I wasn't expecting it to be squishy. You're right about the flavour though. The only thing I can taste is chili. And to be honest, if I didn't know I was eating cricket, I'd probably really like them. But because eating cricket is something that we don't do in the UK, it feels weird. Is that fair? We've tried some absolutely delicious foods and some really interesting ones. It took us 4 days to do so, but I'm so glad we did because I've had an amazing time. And now I know what to order in a Mexican restaurant.
This is also actually the first time that on a food tour we've managed to tick off every single item on the list.
Yeah, it is. Well done.
I was going to go for a high five, but alright. Cool. I'll be honest, with trying the crickets, because I didn't know what they were going to be, I couldn't be nervous about it the whole way through. But it's one of those foods that I'm glad that I've tried, because it's definitely one to tick off a list, isn't it?
I don't think you would have tried them if I told you what they were, and I don't think I would have tried them if you hadn't been trying them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We helped each other. This was really fun and we're definitely going to do it more often. But please let us know if you like seeing these food tours. And if you don't, then sorry, but we like food.
So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe.
And we'll see you tomorrow where we're getting a night bus for the first time in Mexico.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. I'll do one more impression.
You dropped it on the floor.
Oh no! That's really good though. Because a lot of the villages in the surrounding area specialise in making things like clothes, loud bikes that ruin our takes. Gracias. Oh, that's theirs. Hey! Ah! Oh no! Stop it!